What is up? Welcome back. It's big body time. We've got big body Bardolph and big body Semler. How are you doing, sir?
How did I not realize that you were going to pull this off again with the scuba and the sharks?
The quarantine broadcast is live, and I've dipped all the way down into the sea. I'll leave some in Lynn's hotel room. We got a lot of Counter-Strike coming your way today. MIBR and OG is about to kick off very shortly indeed. We're going to go through the vetoes very quickly. MIBR bans Mirage, OG bans Vertigo. MIBR picks Nuke, OG CT side. OG picks Inferno, MIBR CT side. MIBR bans Overpass. OG bans Dust 2. It will be Train as a decider should it be required. 2 or 3, we're about to find out.
This is exactly what is on the line. This is the lower bracket match, so elimination is what you get if you lose. If you win, you get to go up against Fnatic, who we just saw get trucked by Virtus.pro on the third map of their series. So Fnatic are looking mortal, and either one of these teams can take them.
Flashes into A. NBK completely through the smoke. Didn't see any of that. Down Alexi B will go as well. Speaking of down, MIBR will be sinking towards the water in bottom Nuke as well. A ding and a dong from Lucas, and Valde's been lost. 4 versus 3 man advantage for MIBR. Choosing meta plant. It will be for Decon. Watching the taps as a bomb gets planted.
And so post plant man advantage for MIBR. Definitely looking to lock this down, and they've got every advantage going into this now. All 3 from OG are going ramp, however, and so this could be the one edge that OG have. If they can get this headshot on the man holding behind the site is KNG, who has been the hero for MIBR. He is not going to survive for long, and the rest of his teammates are going to clean up. So fantastic work there by MIBR. Quick to the lower side, and with everything they needed for the post plant.
How much did you put on OG for this one?
250.
250, yeah.
Yeah, because I put 750 on Fnatic, so I'm super screwed.
Yeah, a lot of us did, me included. I've got 250 on MIBR for this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just refuse to bet MIBR because, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've lost the top end of the leaderboard to Maui Snake now, but that's okay. It's been a good run. It's been a good run, but it was hard to watch the overpass. But indeed, it is Nuke here, and MIBR are in the lead. The rifles are out, but VSM's going to get exploded. I wonder if one of those came from inside the A bomb site because I know they're both on the outside, but that is indeed really nice. You can HE the silo from the rafters inside the A bomb site as well, which I've been mentioning for a while, but that was quite nice. See KNG looking for the AK, but he has no idea where it's gone.
Might have dropped through the crack there, unfortunately for him. That would be, yeah, you can see he's trying to hunt around. Is he going to find it? Is he not? Unfortunately for him, my dude. Yeah, can we actually get down to it? Let's see.
Where is it? Maybe it's gone through the floor or something.
No, there's a smoke grenade down there. Wait, hold on, there's a smoke grenade. It's our first.
It's transformed.
Yeah, first bit of proof here.
Where is
the first tip?
Maybe we'll never know. NBK's got a really nice tool for the job there. It's a big lurk smoke though. But if any pop flashes come, you'll hear them. Problems by Squeaky. That will focus his attention. That's a bomb carrier down. And while players have made their way down, they're going to have to go back up to get this bomb. Oh god, they've got huge problems now. East already notorious with the CZ725. There's another one in the hands of Alexi B. A disaster for MIBR. Can't have the last man carrying the bomb in case he falls. There's no one to pick it up afterwards. There's no one to take the baton.
That just, I think the death early there just threw everything out of whack for MIBR. Then they decided, okay, hold on, we can't find the AK, whatever, we'll do a vent drop. Okay, who's got the bomb? Crap, it's the guy who just died. Everything that could go wrong that round went wrong that round for MIBR. OG, you can't sleep on these guys, James. These guys, they've got the firepower to go toe-to-toe with MIBR. They've gotten deep into this tournament. They seem to be rallying around Valda, who has had a stellar performance individually. And so I'm thinking, you know, there's enough here. There's enough here for OG to be competitive in this match. If everybody's thinking MIBR, I'm thinking OG.
So looking for that bonus money with the SMG. Only good for one, though. Well, this has escalated quickly, as it often does when MIBR have Desert Eagles. Lucas collecting an M4A4. Little utility on Lucas as well. Currently 4 for 1 as well as VSM. Oh, that's a lovely burst from XCB. Confidence from the man. He's had some performances in this tournament thus far. Looking for another one here on Nuke. But this is still a dangerous round for OG. A minute on the clock. They don't have enough personnel to cover everything. You can see LXCB almost in spawn to try and make sure he can't get flanked at the very least.
This is a game of patience. They still have a minute. But it is likely that they are going to get spotted here as they cross. Although, as I say that, Alexi B backed off into spawn right as that happened, and now he's missed them completely. So they should be able to work their way through into Garage, and working as a duo means that they should be able to trade, and nicely done here by MIBR. That's exactly how that's supposed to go, catching one out in the open. The firepower is there, and now it's a 2-on-2.
Yeah, OG have all the info though, as said, where MIBR were. Nice cover from NBK. Has he done enough damage? VSM's down to 9 HP. Not sure where Mantu is. Sure he'll roll with the pistol. Up top, in fact, the AHU surely be enough. He can't get away, but they've done colossal damage. Not around MIBR were really supposed to win. I think if you could get a bomb plant, kill 2 or 3 plays, you've done pretty well. However, only Mantu survives, so this is quite something.
Yeah. Mantu, that is a big deal. And he could even go for the glass cannon AWP if he wanted to this round. And I don't think he's going to be able to make it, unfortunately, over to that AK. So no saving the AK to pass off to a teammate. He'll have the M4, but I mean, Issa could drop him the AWP if they wanted. It's not the end of the world. I was curious. I was looking. There was like 2,900, 3,000 across the board for MIBR. I was wondering if they were going to go for the Force, and yeah, so few people survived for OG. It's feeling like MIBR feeling like they want to get in on this. They do not want to let OG start to get too much momentum here at the beginning of this round. Ooh, and then straight out onto the upper side it is.
Yeah, a lot of crap's been thrown in, and NBK's eating some of it. Alexi B, this is a play for him as well. It'd be a safe situation for OG. They don't have any high ground at present on the A-bomb site. Pallate backing off, though this could be to throw a flashbang. But it seems it will be for the save, as that's way too far for the flash. Well, I like how fast the decision was there from OG at the very least. Okay, we've been outmaneuvered on this occasion. Let's just give it up and hold on to what we have. CT side starting to look difficult now for them early on in this half. You can see the money is quite lacking for OG, and these rifles will be very important to save. MIBR, I think in this tournament, they've ever been an unpredictable squad. As we have previously highlighted the problems that this young team has. I think versus Fnatic it was a great example, but the sheer aggression and level of individual skill, their prowess with Desert Eagles gets them a lot of rounds that they should otherwise lose.
Well, so, isn't that just the case for MIBR? The firepower that they have? That's what gets them through these situations. You know, KNG, VSM, these guys are just slamming. But then it feels like you're always going to have a third one who's just stepping up. And again, Lucas, look at Lucas right now. You know, 4 kills on his side. Leo's trailing a little bit. KNG as well. But, you know, VSM and Lucas right now doing a lot of work for MIBR. So there's just so much firepower on MIBR. That's their main strength, is that they're always dangerous.
Yeah, VSM's been quite consistent as well. Again, this team, they don't have long-term contracts yet. They are in a performance-based situation at present. So no shortage of pressure for them. And they have delivered in this tournament thus far. KNG, I feel like, has been playing some of his career best Counter-Strike. And on Nuke specifically, with the AK-47, rather than the AWP lurking outside, he has caused many problems for teams on Nuke. We'll see if he can do that today as well.
Always possible. Always possible. But for now, it is going to be yard control. And it is Alexi... No, not Alexi. Mantu, who's holding very far back in Garage. Super passive. This is a bit of a hit-and-miss kind of strategy, as they can make their way down secret, no problem. Velda going to get smoked off as well. And so now MIBR have an avenue down to the lower side. One thing that is good for Mantu is that if they stomp around, he will be close enough to hear MIBR, and so he can communicate that over to his teammates, and his teammates can react accordingly. And that is going to prompt the rotation down to lower site. We will have one player for OG already on the B site here.
33 seconds on the clock. Sound has been cut by MIBR. Mantu sees a little something outside, not the bomb though. See Valde moving into a more aggressive position. And boy, has he been a star in some of these games so far. Barrett's gun exposed, but KNG still gets the frag. 16 seconds now. Valde's playing for the round win, not just a frag. Got to try and stay alive as long as possible now. You see the flanks are in position, but there's 8 seconds to plant this bomb. Does NBK commit to this? Does he go for the swing? Not in time. 3 versus 4 retake for OG, should they choose to go for it. A few flashbangs here and there. NBK just holding angles while Mantu comes down from secret.
Can they find another rifle somewhere is the question. MP9, you know, with Issa, NBK's got that MP9. I was curious if they could find an AK somewhere. because they're most likely going to back off and save, and they are starting to work their way up secret. But a third rifle would have been real nice for OG. I mean, an MP9 isn't terrible either. You can pass that off over to Velda or somebody and let them go to work. Tough break for Velda. Really played that to win. He tried to let it so that KNG, you know, that's the thing. KNG's got too much experience. He's not going to just go jumping right by without checking all the angles. So you saw him jump midair, pull that 180 and spot Velda. Velda was just hoping that that first guy drops and that he can, you know, be patient and get a second kill there. That's just the way it goes sometimes. And so MIBR going to take the lead here on T side. First tactical timeout getting called by MIBR.
Yeah, and it's amazing that KNG survived the first engagement through control as well. He had the silencer and 4 in that round, and the silencer was poking out as he was being watched from the ramp. I forget which player it was, but he managed to win that duel despite being the second one to react in that situation. And who knows what happens afterwards if KNG dies in that engagement. Valde's still unknown about under the rafters there, and maybe he makes a longer play with the time on the clock. But alas, this is it. MIBR indeed in the lead now. OG struggling to stabilize on their CT side. Again, they save those 3 rifles. The MP9 will be fine for NBK up close on the A bomb sites. Although the utility from MIBR in those pushes has been quite something. A timeout from OG now as they look to spread the wealth, get the abacus out, do the numbers, and get back into things again.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world yet, because you are going to get that force buy you see coming out here from Issa committing into it. Alexi V is probably going to spend a bit here as well, get that MP9, and so it is still, I mean, that's the thing. They just keep saving just enough to squeak a buy here, OG, every time, and to be a threat to MIBR. And so MIBR are going to be well aware of this. KNG now going to have his AWP, though, so he'll be happy as a clam and chowder. He'll be looking good with that op. He has been one of the best performing operators in the tournament so far. So, no surprise. Straight to the sniper rifle. I'm curious to see where he takes it. Lucas is the one posted up, and KNG was hoping for a shot through squeak door. Not going to find anybody peeking main just yet. It's Alexi V holding over there, but I'd be amazed if Alexi V gives him a kill for free.
Exchange on the ramp. They know a FAMAS is there. Maybe that'll invite him to make a play later on. Still waiting out the initial utility. Footsteps can be heard on the roof. There's a fair amount still left for OG. Look at the push we're seeing now from both of them. NBK won't go down again. That fast fire rate. Not sure if the second play was seen on the kill cam, but the push is coming through Squeaky now. Someone's got to hold an angle on Heaven though. There are no grenades there thrown from the outside for MIBR. Seems KNG will try to fight players downstairs perhaps. Yes, I'm trying to find an angle, but as we can see, didn't work out. But then there were 2. C.R.A.E has to pick up the bomb here and make a decision very quickly indeed. KNG went down earlier on. 45 seconds on the clock, and it seems that they won't commit to the B bomb site just yet. Maybe trying to avoid a mad scramble. No smoke grenades to cover a plant from the ramp. KNG will try to scope in early. He will hope that no one's close enough to hear that scope.
This is very cool stuff, but Velda, look at Velda, he's already aware of it.
Oh
and
my
yet
god!
Somehow KNG hits that shot first. Velda, I thought he saw the shadow as well. That's unreal. Mantu's in position to still cut him off, however, as they cross into the open, and they could very well go for the next one around, and he is going to not hesitate and take the first man. No greed here from him. With 10 seconds on the clock, TRK is going to make a mad dash down to the lower site, and he should be able to get the bomb planted just in the nick of time. It's a 1v1, and Mantu not going to be able to deny him.
Is Mantu smart enough to spray? Has he seen the leg maybe? I don't think he has. Can spray this position. C.R.A.E has avoided that for the most part now. Made it very awkward for Mantu. Starts to wonder. Both moonwalking. Surely C.R.A.E doesn't expect an angle to his left at this point though. Oh, Mantu swung. Hasn't seen him! Unbelievable. Instant 180. Maybe looking too far down as well. Down to the wire. But again, it's a round for MIBR. 3 rounds in a row for them. And once more, OG are brokers pokers. I don't know if they've had a proper full buy in this half so far. And it's round 7.
Yeah, it really begs the question. When do you tap and actually go for the half? And I think this is going to be it for OG. They haven't saved anything this round. They are finally going to decide, okay, now's the time to go for just pistols and to save the economy for the rounds to come. I mean, it's not like MIBR are building any kind of a bank either on their side. They're just surviving with 1 or 2 players as well. So it really is just the all-out brawl that we were expecting going into this match. These teams are evenly matched. They've got the firepower to go toe-to-toe with one another. And so you're going to get these scrappy rounds and this back and forth. We should see MIBR pick up this round, though. This is an anti-eco round, and so you expect them to lock it down and extend their lead to 5 rounds.
On paper, yes, but this historically is, well, in the short history, let's say, is one of their largest problems. It was the biggest thing that Fnatic were able to exploit to survive that overpass game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an issue that they certainly have. And I think it can be a common issue for a young team with many things to try and synergize on. And again, if you play as a pair like NBK needs to do, for example, you eventually get so many rounds in that you know what to expect from each other and there's less communication required. But when you're a young team with new players, as we've seen just with the grenades on Nuke from MIBR, it can cause some problems.
Oh, Mantu is such a teammate. Sacks himself so that Isa can pick up a gun. Nice wallbang though, drops Isa down to 10 HP. NBK with a double though, that 5-7 is just lethal. Brings it back to a 2-on-2, even a little bit of wallbang through the hut, but they are still going to be able to get this bomb planted here in MIBR. Now it's a question of whether or not Velda can find the headshots. He's got that rifle and he is walking in. He's going to get the angle, but the hit punch. The aim punch doesn't let him get that shot off.
Isa 1v2. He's got 10 HP. Where's he headed to? Looking for a weapon somewhere.
Can he save a gun? Did somebody die out here? Probably not. I think they realized, yeah, they heard the footsteps.
I feel like he's close enough to the site. He's probably going to die, but I would have tried to do something there because they can fall by in the next round anyway. So, I mean, maybe in a perfect world he saves a hero AWP, but
yeah,
it's worth trying to do something there.
Was what he was hoping for to catch KiNK out here? Ah, he's getting spotted in the end, so $300 for Leo. A kill to his marker. 3 kills, 5 deaths for Leo, and definitely looking up. But this is how they elect to change things up, OG. The double AWP strategy is going to come to the fore here. Velda going to be that second opper.
Yeah, well,
that is fun.
Yeah, now things get interesting. Velda on the AWP. Again, a disastrous start to Nuke at this point for OG. 2 of 7 rounds on the CT side, and their first big buy coming through, unless I missed one. I forgot about one earlier, which is possible. I have the memory of a sieve. Isa by a squeaky door. Knows people are upstairs. Oh, we've got some HEs from the MIBR squad. Oh, yeah. Grenades in Nuke. Oh dear. They did 50 damage to themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
But they did 50 damage to NBK as well. So I guess there's balance, right? It all balances out.
Beautiful. First the smokes, now the HE grenades. It's a running meme in Flashpoint. MIBR T-side grenades on Nuke.
You can't fault them for trying, though, Bardoff. That's the thing. You can't fault them for trying. So, I like it. Alexi, though, is not going to like taking a peek and staring down the gun barrels of 4 MIBR players. Oh, he gets out of that? Surprising. The smokes are going to go down, though. Mantu he's not going to be able to find anybody crossing either, so that's unfortunate. MIBR are not going to be able to make their way down secret if they want. They've even snuck a man. Exactly. KiNK up in the garage. Somehow that shot does not connect, but we lose Leo.
26 seconds, though. MIBR needs to breach. Isa will have a shadow advantage to his right-hand side. He's got some sound cues as well. TRK won't be able to do anything, but Lucas will be able to trade. He's got some foot support as well, but NBK again playing for time now, defending the A-bomb site. 10 seconds to stop someone from committing to a bomb plant here. He's halfway there. Lucas is able to respond, however. He really has to get this. A wallbang from Manti would be amazing right now. Alexi B trying to show presence, but down he will go. Rings the bell, but that's not enough to take out KiNK, but through the wall, Pallate will deliver, and there's a headshot from him as well. Both AWPs will survive, and OG will get their 3rd round on the board.
Dude, that's nutty when Valor rolls in with a wallbang shot onto KiNK like that. Just get out of here with the op, no less. Not even the rifles, not even the spray. He had to get it done in one, and he did. So that is sick, and that is a much-needed round there for OG to kind of slow things down here for MIBR to get them to start doubting themselves a little bit. Because you're right, you pointed that out. as far as kills were concerned, it was fairly tit for tat. Excuse me, but MIBR keep running low on time in these rounds. And so the clock is forcing them to have to pick up the pace, and that's giving OG chances to get kills that they might not otherwise get. So MIBR right now, they've got to tighten this up a little bit here, and we'll see if they're capable. So far, it is going to be early out into yard from both sides. Nice HE on a KNG, and then I thought he had the collat. Misses the follow-up. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really has. And that could give some powerful weapons to MIBR, or a powerful weapon. C.R.A.E backing off. Sound cues heard by Issa, who has a nice angle, but needs to be careful about it. Now, how will the CTs respond elsewhere? Issa's in a very forward position. They've lost a man, OG, as have MIBR, but OG have to try and keep their real estate. You can see Valde with an off angle of sorts on ramp with the AWP. Lucas looking for an off angle by the back red box, but here is Valde ahead of the flashbang down towards B bomb site. Now the man advantage is back. Scopes have been heard. Lexi B near the ladder. Not going to peek into the ramp. When KNG is alive as well, peeking on the CT side is really difficult because he's always racing in the right angle. This time it's Alexi B. Oh my god, how has he done that, Leo? That's absolutely outrageous. Issa, does he go for the multi-frag? No, but he'll still get it anyway. Trigger discipline not required. That leaves Leo in a 1 versus 3. Smoked off on the ramp, which was taken earlier. 35 seconds on the clock. This is going to waste a lot of time for him.
What's cool is that we had that from the perspective of the guy who got shot in the face by Leo, and hopefully in the replay we'll get Leo's perspective, because then you'll see the difference between the peaks, right? What Leo sees versus what his opponent saw.
Yeah,
and that'll make you guys start to, you know, if you're just starting to play yourself, you know, you'll start to think, should I hold this angle? How should I hold this angle? How do I go around this corner? Because based on if you're going to the right or the left, you're going to see things differently, and your opponents might see you first, or you might see your opponents first. We're going to get that op saved here by Leo. So unfortunate turn of events here for MIBR. Once again, the clock working against them, and OG just too good. Oh, actually, we don't have replays right now, do we?
Oh, yeah. Limited.
Force of habit. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, well, surely, you know, they've been so good about it, production. You know, they've been so good about getting the replays that you don't even think about it right now. It's like, yeah, obviously we're going to have the replay.
I'm sitting sideways on top of a chair in my hotel room.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I could be naked right now. I'm not, though, but I could be.
Yeah.
And that means something to me. It makes me happy.
Doesn't really end well when that happens.
I could threaten to be naked. There we go.
I'm sure somewhere out there on stream somebody would be like, yes, please. But
yeah, always dudes, though. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, OG have got 2 rounds in a row. They still have one of their 2 AWPs, so perhaps this is time to turn things around. However, I said if KNG is alive with an AWP, it is hard to peek as a CT, and indeed he is alive, and he has an AWP, along with an army of Desert Eagles.
All the Desert Eagles. For a second, I thought he bought a Desert Eagle too, just for the hell of it, but not this time. Not this time. He is going to get that angle, however. But Velda, wise beyond his ears, does not peek just yet. Doesn't go for the aggro. Oh, in fact, he's going to get a perfect HE. Drops Leo down to 60 HP. That was sick. And well, now Leo, he's not going to be as enthused. He's not going to be as excited about going through here. Now he's been tagged up a bit. Still steps in. Not quite going to get the kill, but he does some damage, and that's a solid little play there from MIBR.
Yeah, you can see they wanted to go through the smoke and try and trade frag if they could, but they probably told him, no. Just cancel that. You're going to go and die. It is going to be very problematic. And look at OG moving in. They're expecting the numbers abuse from MIBR, and they will position themselves accordingly. So they know Man2 is upstairs. They could try and send one in to take a bullet, send the rest in to try and plant. They still have that AWP, though, in the hands of VSM. And maybe there's another chance to be had somewhere else. Valde will be tagged and then followed up upon. So there's an opening kill here, but maybe the only one. VSM alone. Desert Eagle out. Got some time cues. He knows NBK is close. 30 seconds on the clock. Do wonder if he will consider saving this, as he can do a lot with the AWP. They're an eco next round anyway, so bonus weapon, if you will.
Yeah, you pretty much always want to hold on to the op. I mean, KNG's not quite hitting those shots, but I mean, to be fair, KNG started 0-3, and now he's up to 6-8. So I mean, he's starting to have a little bit more of an impact here. doesn't really feel like any one individual is just taking over. I mean, Issa's had his multi-frags, but some of those were Rico's as well. But I do like the hold at ramp there for OG. That bodes well. So 5-5. OG fighting back. They're getting 3 rounds in a row. Starting to show a little bit of spunk here. And MIBR, well, it's just going to be the AWP and a few pistols picked up. So eco round for MIBR and another, well, hopeful round here where they can get an opening kill with the AWP. Nice, adapting. Doesn't eat that HE. That was very clever.
Mantu is searching on the outside. He's got support if required from Alexi B. Spots a cap. Can't swipe it just yet, though. We've got a boost on T-Red as well, which may not be the angle Mantu's expecting, but the sniper is looking elsewhere. Going to be an awkward fight. We'll see how much OG wants of this. Valde gets his bell rung down to 24 HP. Won't outstay his welcome, though. 3 frags from him, including the HE grenade. So confident, Valde. Now we've got some more shenanigans as the AWP is stuck by T-Red, and I don't think it's going anywhere. KiNK would have had to buy Kevlar in this round to really pick up the AWP over VSM, and I think that would have ruined his money for the rounds to come.
That's so good, though. You almost want to see them throw that op over the fence once it starts falling apart that badly. Or at least make an attempt at it, because now they just managed to they snag an op for free on OG's side. That's such a big find. It means they can go back to that double AWP. We can see Valde get cute with it again. Mantu, just more and more consistent with that op. Didn't hit the hard shot there on the dude, but still. And as far as MIBR are concerned, it's a full buy. A little light on the nades, though, so we'll see what they've got in store for us here. As already, nice, clever play there from Lexi B, trying to block it with the molly, but that means that KiNK can sneak his way past. He's already down secret.
Indeed he is. OG trying to cause even more problems for MIBR's grenades on the outside. But there are problems around the hut for MIBR, in fact, but that turns around quickly with the trade. 1-for-1 will be in favor of MIBR, especially with a minute 20 on the clock. KiNK looking for the peaks, unbeknownst to... Yeah, there was going to be a trade potentially from Alexi B. Just read the X-ray for a second there. Catching the reload is Issa, but again, VSM is here. Fast-moving rounds now on Nuke. Suddenly it's a disadvantage for MIBR. The dry peak spotted, but Lucas has made his way in. They weren't expecting that, but Alexi B is here to clean up, bleaching the floors of the A-bomb site. 7 rounds for OG.
What a savage. 5 rounds in a row now for OG. They are really starting to get it together here on this CT side, and MIBR, yeah. It's time to call the timeout. I'm sure Kogu's going to have something to say about this, how things are going right now. It seems like a lot of hesitation still on the side of MIBR. That round, they were still able to get KiNK down through the lurk as well, but just not hitting anything. It doesn't really feel like MIBR are feeling it. It's one thing to consider is that it may be getting, I don't want to say it's getting late for him right now, but it is, like, what time is it now here in the UK? 22:36. It might be midnight, actually, where they're at.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, it might be 12:30 at night right now where MIBR are at. I mean, I think they're in Serbia, and I can't remember if Serbia is an hour ahead of Sweden or not, if it's on CET. So I'm just kind of curious. It's something to keep in mind. We may be going for some real late-night gaming here for some of these guys. But
so the hero AK on KiNK, if he's got some smokes to play around, then again, he's been so successful with this. I actually am a bit disappointed when I see him with the AWP on the T side because of what he can do with the AK-47. And maybe not today, because NBK was on the high ground, significantly weakened the forces, and Mantu will contribute as well. Footsteps heard by Issa, but OG have all the angles. MIBR just having to respond. Lucas now maybe has a chance for a bomb plant, looking for damage, however. I guess he assumed that he'd be compromised from heaven. He tries to make his way out, but he'll be denied by Valde. Well, that was mostly Nikaran for MIBR. KiNK will be a little short, but they'll look to fight for this 14th round here. It's just one hour ahead in Belgrade right now, by the way.
It's just 1 hour ahead. Okay,
yeah.
So they're on CET as well.
Oh,
yeah.
But Issa is in Jordan, so he's +5. So it's what, 3 AM? 3:30?
Get out of here. Oh man, that's brutal.
I would imagine the culture's a little later, which would probably help in Jordan. But
Yeah, but I mean, still, you're starting. I mean, if you were up at all today, I guess he's got to be obviously making adjustments normally to be able to prac and play with everybody and all that sort of stuff on the day to day. But still, it's rough. It's circumstances force this situation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's rough that it ends this way, but we'll just have to see. It's one of the tests of esports.
What I find hilarious is that no matter what the challenge, Faceit can still deliver a broadcast. So just when you thought you'd seen everything.
Well, we just have to take a step back, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always
simplify.
It wasn't that long ago that we were casting from our bedrooms.
Absolutely.
Woo! Nice headshot there from VSM. Takes Mount 2 out of it.
Krieg is out. Again, he's a... Well, he sees a falling VSM, and that Krieg again at close range. Flexi B with some classic angles. Is he ready for the second player though in C.R.A.E? Looks like he might be. Down to 35 HP. Maybe not. 2 versus 2 now. Where does C.R.A.E choose to go? He doesn't know what is safe. If he goes outside, that bomb is surely lost by Pallate. NBK playing some offense in the meantime. Being dropped by Lucas. Another bomb can make its way in. You can see Pallate showing some presence up top. But he's lying to them.
Bomb has been planted.
Shifty Danish devil. Let's see now.
Oh boy. He's got the CZ. He hasn't collected the kit that was... Oh, he won't need the kit. Too many man on roads, MIBR with the angles. A noble effort from Valde, but so much to check. One wrong step and it's round number 6 for MIBR. However, with all the rounds that OG won, 6 in a row, they'll have a full buy for this last round of the first half. With the way things started for OG, they may be content with the scoreline. Perhaps MIBR would have wanted more. Let's see who takes the last one.
Yeah, we're about to find out. 15th round, full buy on both sides, you're right. So, this is fun. This is where it gets interesting. Who's going to have the stones to get it done? Oh, wow, the aggression, and even forcing it. Velda, man, no fear at all. That Molly's going to make it difficult to trade him. And yeah, you can see MIBR peeling off immediately after that. He is going to be able to get out of here scot-free. And so, man advantage for OG in the 15th round. That's big.
I'll make it more. MIBR looking lost in some of these rounds on Nuke. That's a credit to the setups from OG. MIBR, it's been painful for them to identify the formations of OG. Seen many HEs through the window upstairs, but only successful once. Again, all the off angles NBK's been playing. This time it's Issa to clean up afterwards. And at halftime, it's 9 rounds for OG. Surprising considering the start, but it's always about how you finish. It's break time. When we're back, more international Counter-Strike. We'll see you back here soon. Quarantine, baby. I was lied to. It's not +5 in Jordan, it's plus like 2. So there we go. It's currently 1/4 in Jordan, not 1/4 or whatever the hell. Anyway, OG looking for double figures on this pistol round on a T side. Alexi B's got a P250, which makes me a happy chappy, but have they got the happy slappy for MIBR?
I don't even know where that's going, but fair enough. Happy slappy. They're gonna be loving it, however, by the sound of things.
There was this trend, one of those idiot youngster trends called happy slaps, where I think they would just like slap people at random in the street.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good way to get punched in the face.
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised though. I'm surprised tragedy didn't strike. I guess they picked their targets well.
Yeah,
Alright,
sadly.
whatever. Let's see how things go here, as it is going to be the push from OG. And KNG just a second too late. They're sandwiched into main. However, he is going to drop. Isa's going to find Lucas, and this is all over the place. The defense is looking pretty solid. Although, as I say that, all the headshots, TRK's got to back off, and it's all on VSM.
He's got a lot to do. Lexi B creeping on the outside. Bomb planted down on the inside.
Bomb has been planted.
Expired nuclear rods in the water. Oh, validate foot fetish. But VSM wants none of that. Make his way down eventually. Lexi B. Very patient indeed. C.R.A.E now. He's got quite a job to do, but he won't last very long. Bit too difficult for him. OG with 10 rounds on the board. Very good start for them. Both teams have won their T-side pistols now. The question is, can OG avoid losing to a 4-spy?
Can they afford it? Yes. Do they want that to happen? Probably not. Considering right now, I mean, they're double digits on the T side, 10-6, looking good on OG. All they really have to worry about is VSM, it looks like. I mean, everybody else is kind of struggling here on the side of MIBR individually. VSM has done a lot of work right now for the Brazilians. So, this angle keeps getting used over and over again. That smoke makes it very difficult to spot if anybody's lurking around the vents, and so another big kill here for OG gives them the man advantage.
Smokes outside, hugging the garage, or garage, if you're trying to be fancy.
The garage.
Ooh.
French.
House and garage. It's one of my favorite music genres.
Alright,
Well,
alright.
Alexi B has good control of the vent, so rotation will be somewhat suicidal for MIBR. But again, having lost position, like if you, well, they're kind of half on the ramp, but if you stack one side, they go the other in a 4-spy situation, it may be prudent to just hold on to what you had and go for the 4-spy situation the next round. But they'll take some pot shots on the ramp. I think somebody will die before they back off. Oh my god, what? No, not like this, surely not. Surely not. They're going to go for it now. They're going to go for it. KNG with 3, with 2 bullets. Looking for another one. NBK, I'd run away if I were you. They've got no kit though, but boy, was that exciting.
Oh, he's going to get the AK as well. 6A from KNG. That's monster. The collateral headshot kill. KNG waking up in a big way. Going to get him up onto double digits on the kills. And, well, actually, they can get this molly. They have a Molotov. They don't have to really take this fight. Molotov behind the boxes. They realize KNG. Does he survive? Oh, he is going to barely survive. NBK got cold feet in the end. I thought they would just chuck the Molotov over the box. That was such a shame, OG. Missed opportunity there.
That was the most random collateral of a scout. When do you see a scout collateral in Pro CS? Not very often. Not very often at all. Especially against a full buy, as opposed to against an eco. Anyway, again, we've got that hero AK-47 on KNG after an exceptional performance late round. Worth, I would say. VSM will ring the bell and invite him downstairs. Oh, hold on a second. How many are we going to get from this? KNG, just the one, unfortunately, for MIBR at least. And I think one of these SMGs will get an upgrade soon.
We shall see. Yeah, Velda's going to find that AK. Smoke goes down, blocks off all 3 players for MIBR. That's so frustrating. And so that bomb is going to get planted, and Montu will be watching for the flank. And a re-smoke as well. Dude, MIBR can't catch a break. Just sitting here going, wait a second, are we ever going to be able to make it through here? And insult to injury, Montu with a monster nade onto Leo and Lucas. So this is it. It's toast. OG, another round in the books for them. Going to put them up onto 12. And we will get that big buy round coming up here for MIBR. And I'm very curious to see if they're going to have what it takes to shut down OG. OG are looking fired up right now. They're looking good.
Most certainly do they have momentum in the first map of this series so far. Taking it from the end of the first half into the second. The uphill struggle begins now for MIBR. Well, at least KNG looks sharp on the CT side with the sniper rifle. VSM will collect one. Will there be a second one? Indeed, yes, there will. Maybe inspired by the likes of OG on their first half. There'll be 2 snipers for MIBR as well. Looking pretty good in terms of grenades. OG know there'll be at least one. And with the MP7 for NBK, I do wonder if we'll see some kind of fast play here. But perhaps not with those smokes going outside.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Smoke's hopping, that'll create the wall. There is an aggressive smoke getting thrown out there by MIBR to kind of keep OG guessing if they were out here. So they'll start wondering, was there any kind of aggro push up around Big Red? You can see KNG kind of keeping an eye on it right now. So he's hoping that somebody's going to be working his way up here in a moment. Unfortunately for him, he cannot see right through there. Oh, this angle's unreal. Just to remind you all, X-Ray, we can see the orange outline exactly. KNG cannot see through walls. Now, did Issa spot KNG?
You can see wonders.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Yeah, KNG, his spatial awareness is pretty amazing. We see it a lot.
We're at the minute mark now, though, James. This is getting a little tight.
Yeah, it really is. However, OG have a lot of Molotovs, a lot of flames, but only 4 players, as KNG's patience has been rewarded. Mantu looking to make a fast play into the A bomb site, curling around the corner, but we've got smokes in A as well to try and isolate the fights. Look at all the CTs on the A bomb site. 35 seconds, forced into the open is Lucas. NBK with the MP7 onto TRK. 3 on 2 now. Suddenly OG have an advantage. But time may not be on their side as Leo creeps around Squeaky and drops the bomb.
Does Montu get this kill here, though? This is going to be the big one. Not quite the jiggle. And so that is going to be the solid hold coming in. VSM with 2 monster kills in the end there. Saw it coming from a mile away. Got that flank sorted. And, well, finally MIBR able to get something going for themselves here in the second half. It's been 3 rounds straight for OG. Just a beating outright. But MIBR now, they're on the board, and they can feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more pleased about that. So this is, in fact, to settle who is going to take 4th place and who's going to have a chance at the higher echelon here, James. So 50 grand on the line here. If you lose this match, you're out, but you're leaving with 50.
Well, they will make inroads towards the ramp very quickly, OG. Fast-moving Issa just here to absorb bullets, allow his teammates to swing and trade. They are heavily tagged, though, Mantu and Issa. And down goes Issa, and now VSM needs help from his teammates. I don't know if any will come in time. He's got to find a second frag here, surely. Entertaining with Mantu, but HG will do the job. It was just bait from Mantu. 4 on 4 now as the bomb is planted on B.
There's a spot, and it's the retake now as well. We still have 2 smokes, though, for OG. They can buy so much time with these and make it so difficult. NBK with the molly. NBK's got the smoke to follow up the molly, which you should throw out now. And this is so annoying. Second flash, jumping through. Oh, he survives! TRK survives with 11 health!
Oh, there's a tag through the rafters as well. KNG focusing on the ramp. TRK's here to save. He's still alive and he's still doing damage. That bomb is very ticked though. He could get on this. The smoke though isn't covering enough. He's so low, KNG. Just 1 bullet required. And behind the smoke, he will steal around for MIBR. An expensive one, but they're alive.
Oh, 2 kills there. That just didn't happen for OG. So little health on MIBR. That's unreal. Unbelievable. What a round from MIBR. They're going to be feeling good about that one. That was way too close for comfort. Now OG, they're going to just go ahead and fully invest into this. No holding back. They want to put the pressure on MIBR. Got to be careful, though. They could be falling into the same trap that cost MIBR a few rounds on the T side at the beginning, where they just kept forcing and forcing. Might come back to haunt them here, OG, as they get mowed down.
Yeah, they really do. Trying to enter through that smoke is not looking very good for them. And VSM won't wait around either. LXCB going up the ladder backwards, faces his captor. And there's nothing he can do. A fast extra round for MIBR. 3 rounds in a row now. Just when you thought OG were looking to close out Nuke, MIBR are not too far behind.
No, they are definitely within. They're well within their ability to come back into this, no doubt about it. I mean, if they keep putting the pressure on the OG economy here, OG finally going to tap out and go for the hard eco. Enough is enough. But if these rushes aren't going to work for OG, is this all they've got? Are they going to have some slow play here? So we're going to have to wait and see from OG now that they've been forced to go for the eco. So I expect in the next round we should see something a little bit more thought out here from OG rather than just trying to accelerate onto MIBR.
Yeah, we did see struggles from MIBR on the T side, and perhaps MIBR will also look stronger defensively. KNG's got the D-Law out. The AWP fade now. Not the greatest AWP skin ever, though. But there we go. The Eagles are making their way down. Nice to see NBK lurking, just in case the CT tries to flank behind his T's through that smoke. He will just be fishing, keeping them honest, showing some presence. So MIBR now, for now, will just stare as far as Secret is concerned.
You're not a fan of the fade?
I think it's... No, I'm not.
I'm all about that Geiger off, dude. That one, low-key, really makes me happy. The
It's
whole
nice.
xenomorph, exoskeleton look.
Ooh, the crouch peek from LXCB. How's he done that with aim punch included? He's a bomb carrier as well. Oh no, this one's falling apart. Bomb's going to be planted. There's only 2 left. An overperformance. NBK with that Kevlar just taking fights and winning them.
Oh, and they spotted out. Oh, and there it is. Alexi P with the headshot. KNG! They got complacent MIBR. They were starting to feel good about themselves, and then they got punished. No way is this a round that OG are winning. This is essentially a hard eco from OG.
This is a catastrophic failure from MIBR. Catastrophic. OG just too well positioned. Oh, that was nice, but the score won't be. As OG heading towards 13. KNG running for his life. The hunt continues. How on earth did they lose that one? That's destroyed their money as well. That's really put them in trouble. If OG can post up a consecutive round, I feel like if they get the next round, they take the map.
Yeah. That is exactly what's at risk now for MIBR. And you can see them going all in. Leo didn't even waste any time. He just went straight for the buy. They have enough money for it, but you can see that it's going to just tap their bank. And because they put 3 rounds together, they lost all their loss bonus. So now MIBR, if they lose this following round, they are not going to have any cash whatsoever. It's going to get real dark. So, all or nothing now for the Brazilians on their map pick. Have to get it done. NBK, though, already down to half HP. Kind of losing out in the duel of spraying through the smoke at main.
Minute 22 for OG. And they've kept almost all their utility, but not their personnel. 2-man spray down from Leo. That man loves a swing as well, but he will fall back on this occasion. Got to be careful about how you position. Hiding behind that blue box is very dangerous for CTs, as we can see from that spray from LXCB. Doing great work to maim on the A-bomb site, but really needs to sink his teeth in it a little deeper if OG are to get around here.
Well, they've done a fantastic job in a must-win round. And this is the perfect one to go for the MP9 boost up here. Lucas, you can see, posted up in ramp. Curious to see if OG are going to suspect it. Yes, they will. Not going to save him. Alexi B still goes down. Nice trade, though, from Montu takes down VSM. But they still know that Lucas is here. So this should equal 2 dead MIBR players. Montu should be walking in and just going to spot him. Misses the shot, though. Instant headshot, and Lucas just going to go for the charger. It looked like it.
Showing presence close while KNG swings into the angle. So KNG's got the information as well, which means that MIBR can focus the rest of them elsewhere. 12 seconds for a bomb plant, and Issa may find a way. So there's a chance here. Mantu's posted up on the vent. And TRK is going to look for it, but also run straight into the reticle. It seems Mantu will now be on the flank. He's going to try and buy some time from behind the smoke. He eats a grenade, though, and a headshot from KNG. Mantu scoped in, but I'm not sure if he's going to make it down here fast enough. The defuse has started in the smoke. 10-second defuse. So he really has to decide what he wants to do now. This was a key round for both teams to win, really, but it was OG to potentially close out the map if they win this round. Has not happened. 3 plays survived. 2 AKs as well for MIBR, and the score will still stay close.
It will. It will, but this does not get MIBR totally out of the doghouse. They still have very little money to work with, so they're going to spend a lot of it here, and now they really have no loss bonus. So it's still, that was a must-win round for MIBR, and frankly, all of them are now. They need to just power through. But OG, they haven't completely thrown away this this edge that they have in the economic game. So let's see now, as it is going to be some aggro made here. Nicely done. Issa just barely spotting KNG. Unfortunately, does not manage to hit that shot. So KNG now posted. Going to be looking for a shot. Issa flashed off that angle, though. This is just a duel of utility out here now. Who's going to be able to get the upper hand? For now, it's just going to be Lucas kind of hanging around. Or is that Lucas? No, that's Leo.
Leo, yeah.
Leo posted up, staying aggro. OG do not want to be the first team to make the mistake, do they, right now, man? They just want to be so patient. They want to force MIBR to get impatient. And look at this. Leo's going to walk right in. Oh, and he catches him? No, what is going on here, Alexi?
It's extremely awkward. This is wasting a lot of OG's time as well, but they will be rewarded for it. So perhaps it's paid off after all. If it escapes that, though, then OG are playing to MIBR's fiddle for most of that time. And now maybe they can do something. KNG looking to get aggressive. Does he go for a dry pick? He just walks straight through it. The scope has surely been heard, though, by Alexi B. And then there were 3. After an aggressive start from MIBR and some good damage, no frags, and things are falling to pieces bit by bit across the map, outside and now inside. 30 seconds for OG to converge on one of these bomb sites in a 5 versus 2.
The bomb will get planted, so this is all about MIBR just trying to save money at this point now. They need to get out of here and save these guns.
That was a huge wallbang from the ramp into the lobby, straight onto Lucas.
Mm-hmm. Got him. And well, MIBR, okay, look at this, Mantu. Is he a little bit too greedy here? It's not like they're rolling in cash either. If he loses this op, not going to spot anybody just yet, though, unfortunately for him. He was just a second too late. He had the correct read. He's just not going to find anybody back here unless one of his teammates shows up and maybe flushes him out. Let's see. Teamwork makes the dream work, James. Can they find these kills? Nope. MBK, that was awkward. But there's Issa taking down Lucas. TRK now, last man alive. A single M4. That's fine.
Yeah.
OG aren't going to worry too much about him holding on to this.
That's worth it. For those of you at home as well, if you're playing ramp, you can, where those trophies are on the wall, you can spray, even with a rifle, through that wall into lobby. So if you think people are lurking there, you've got to silence them 4 or something, you can get some frags. Just having a quick spray through there, do it while a smoke is up or something. Baits them into standing there. And maybe you'll climb up the scoreboard. Now, MIBR are in a lot of trouble. The situation I was talking about previously more or less has happened here. However, they've got some rifles, so not as bad as it might have otherwise looked, but they are certainly on the ropes. MIBR. OG will have a far superior buy, more grenades. So it's last chance saloon, more or less, for MIBR at this point. 10 seconds before we find out what they can do. As we can see, the rounds of late have been traded, which almost never favors the CTs, and certainly doesn't right now.
Well, right now it is a bit of a, it is a real fight here. Especially when you get your back to the wall and you can't afford to get all the grenades to stop rushes or anything. I'm actually surprised at how tame OG are being. Looks like the OG are the ones who don't want to really mess around either. And, well, once they get those smoke walls down, they've got the mollies going in as well. They are going to start aggressively taking over the yard. I was almost expecting another rush from them, but I guess that bit them earlier, and so they learned their lesson. Rather than going for the A rush. Like, alright, we can slow play this one.
Perfect crosshair placement, and he gets 2 of them, Lucas. Oh my god, KNG didn't even pull the trigger, I don't think. Issa, great awareness for that second kill. Looking for a flank now as Issa. He's carrying the bomb. He has support on the outside. This could even turn into a bait setup. We can see MIBR being active here. So if Issa continues to jiggle and shows the bomb, if they peek at the right time, then this could be fatal for MIBR. A step is made and Issa will go back and look to entertain yet more. He could even be a trade fragger if required. Well, the bomb has been dropped. PSM, though, he's so low, but he's got to try and do something. Won't make it on this occasion. Now, C.R.A.E has a decision to make, A or B.
Yeah, this is their map point as well. This is their map, and they're about to lose it on MIBR, or they're about to get very close to losing it. C.R.A.E is capable, but again, no money. No money and no real loss bonus for MIBR. Every dollar counts. This set of nades, this rifle, could make all the difference in the next round. But, I mean, it is a 1v2. Velda's lit, so it's looking like the man's going to try to make it happen here for his team. Live the dream, and, man, Mantu, didn't even give him a chance. Just instant death. 2,000 across the board for MIBR, dude. They don't have anything. You put a lot of emphasis on their, their skill with the deagle. They're really going to need it now.
Yeah, they really will. Some 5-7s as well. Cameo appearances. Well, they've got some smoke grenades with which to buy themselves time. ROG going straight into the A-bomb side, though. Doesn't look like it. It will be a ramp play. 2 players here. The SMG will fail. Okay, then. We've got a chance here. They've done more than you could have expected. Somehow with a man advantage for now. We'll see if they can collect some rifles later on. OG don't really have enough players to try and lurk, but Vade will take a chance. NBK looking to plant for the ramp and decon, it seems.
Okay, so he heard somebody. He heard 2 go ramp. He heard 2 go, rather, he should have heard everybody there. So that's a lot of information for NBK. Once he got that bomb plant, now he knows. And so Velda, NBK should know that at least 2 were in there. Maybe he doesn't realize that there was the 3rd. And so Velda, we'll see. Can he be here to help his teammate out? They're going to need something magical here. Flash goes in. Smoke as well. MBK wins the first duel, though. This is it. Now, does he keep his cool? Of course he does. The natural born killer, another one, and he's going to get the 3rd and final kill. Quad kill for NBK in the final round of Nuke. 16-10, the final score.
He positioned himself so well. That was just a great demonstration in itself. How he tried to go to the very edge of the little silo there to try and isolate fights in a very difficult situation. Great play from NBK and OG across the board. It was a strong game of Nuke. Once they were able to recover about the middle of that first half, they couldn't really be stopped there by MIBR.
This is NBK just wanting to put an end to the shenanigans, man. When do you see NBK top fragging comfortably for OG? Him and Alexi B and Issa, I mean, the 3 of them, everybody was hitting their shots right now on OG. They've hit the ground running in this series, and that was on MIBR's map as well, so it doesn't necessarily bode very well here for the Brazilian team. As far as MIBR are concerned, a little lackluster. So obviously we got to hope to see more from them on Train.
Absolutely, but before Train it will be Inferno, I believe, which is the pick of OG. So there's a lot of action to come, and hopefully MIBR can take it to a 3rd map. But can they? Will they? Won't they? Find out after the break.